So, welcome back everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of the Hult Prize podcast. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons avec nous Shaistah. I think many of you already know her because she's someone qui est très présent sur le campus, and it still is. Like she's for 3 times you got the rank as the first student in FSSH, first president of the Women's Society, and many more. She's in an event qui est arrivé au UM, plus ou moins, tu donnes à Shaistah là-dedans. So yeah, première question, fais une petite introduction là. Who Shaistah? Who are you?
Yeah.
Pour aussi parler.
So, Shaistah for many students is the one who is always present on campus, as you said. Et il fait beaucoup d'événements, côté de l'organisation, il a Shaistah là. That was something. But on a personal level, I think Shaistah is just a normal girl who just loves the soft life. Et livré qui, comment dire, je ne vais pas vous dire qu'il y a 2 personnalités, non. Mais on campus, I'm someone, but at home, I'm someone else. And with my close friends, avec une personne qui, my loved ones, I am definitely someone else. The same approach qui m'a servi on campus, the professional figure, I would say, is not going to be the same at home.
On campus, it's like the professional Shaistah,
yes.
But around family members, it's like the more close one, the more open one.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Mais sans plus tarder, je peux basculer à la première question. Comme je même, the audience knows you are very leadership. Oui, nous tout connaissons si nous avons the leadership person to look up to, it's you.
Thank you very much.
Et I just wanted to talk a bit de mon temps, mais how did you get into leadership? How did you get into like leading people? What pushed you to like undertake these tasks?
Donc, ça a peine commencé seulement comme je viens de l'université. So I've always aspired to do something different. Que ce soit at home, que ce soit at primary level, I was also trying to always teach a bit une question. Moi, je suis le one qui quand je pouvais l'amener. Oui, moi, je peux une réponse là, and I will always say, ben là, pour demander que ça n'a pas lire ça passage là. I am the one qui voulait l'amener pour volunteer to read it out.
So you were the nerd in the course. You were the nerd.
Could say it like this. Mais seulement, peut-être si mon papa peut prendre ça l'initiative pour faire ça là, I mean, it came out natural. Et si mon papa peut prendre l'initiative pour faire ça là, peut-être aujourd'hui mon papa peut take bigger initiatives. You know, it started very small, just like reading out un passage dans classe. That was just starting out very small, and then as I grew, and then the initiative grew bigger.
So, tu as commencé petit à petit. The confidence kept on growing, and now you're here standing talking in front of the camera.
Exactly.
Et je me pensais ça c'est quelque chose qui beaucoup de viewers peut trouver super motivational parce que comment tu connais nous peut préparer the Hult Prize qui peut encourage young entrepreneurs to come. Mais like you said, you started from little small things can build up to become who you are right now. And I think that's really inspiring too as a student myself. Mais à certaines affaires qui comment dire, moi tu as envie de demander toi c'est nous connaissons tous un étudiant, tu fais tout ça en même temps, and still you got the time to be like a top performer, top achiever. Tu peux dire à mes élèves, à moi-même ou at anyone, how can they like balance being a leader, balance being at the head of something and still being a student with discipline, organized? So what do you say about this?
Si je peux expect moi just something like do a timetable, I'm not gonna say it. Parce que it's not true. I think for me at least, timetable pas de work. Parce que pour moi, surtout comment tu peux dire, moi je peux faire beaucoup de choses à la fois. Sometimes an event make pop-up, nous besoin faire un event là.
C'est pas un plan event.
Yes, exactly. So many things comme dire qui come unexpected. So following a timetable, c'est very unrealistic pour moi. And I think that avec sa hectic life qui nous tout est là, I think it's going to be unrealistic for many of us.
To set a timetable qui est very like strict, pas flexible.
C'est pas midi pour faire ça.
Yeah,
you can't follow that. Mais what I would say is the aspect of self-awareness. I think that pour moi, comment dire, si mon papa rentre dans une classe, I would be self-aware que mon papa rentre dans la classe, but I still have the responsibility, comment dire, pour catch up the lecture notes, catch up all the mobile notes and self-study. There was a lot of self-studying. Parce que je pensais à l'université, you know,
Parce que
you're grown up.
je pensais que le fait que tu sois aussi very on campus, tu
Yeah.
bougeais beaucoup. T'es pas une bonne classeuse,
Non.
mais you had to take the responsibility
Yes.
on yourself to
Yes.
actually go ahead and
Yes.
so how did you do it? Comment tu connais, oh now is the time to study, like, I need to disconnect from these other things. Was it hard? Ça fait facile.
I mean, the trigger was l'examen pré.
Oh, okay.
So
Ça, stress
I
examen,
was,
là.
yeah, the stress. Definitely, les parties, comment dire, la veille qui m'ont réalisé. Although, most of my, comment dire, revision segment post papers, m'ont pour review it la veille. I think, for me, it's plus productive like this. Mais I think that everyone, comment dire, they trouve their own way of that works best for them, and not try to. In a fois, comment dire, on YouTube and they say that Pomodoro works.
Yeah,
But it's not always true. It does not always apply to everyone. So I think that avec les temps, comment dire, comme une year one, comme une rentrée, when essayer find the best way of studying that applies for me, that works best for me. That was the first thing. Second thing, c'est que si une semaine, je peux apprendre, je connais que l'autre semaine, I have to do it.
Yeah, okay.
Ouais,
Yeah.
pendant semaine event, on pas tous livre du tout, on pas tous cahier du tout.
T'es purely in the event.
Yeah.
Focus on that.
Yeah. Parce que malheureusement, je pas trop capable d'une.
Multitasking.
Yeah, je suis pas capable, comment dire, diviser moi-même 50% ici, 50% là-bas. So it's either like 1 week 100% event and the other week 100% study.
Okay.
So si tu pas pour gagner moi, I'm unreachable, I'm studying.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Si jamais j'ai besoin de contact que je connais, il n'est pas reachable, so she's studying, she's really focused, so don't bother her.
I mean, yeah, I'm still studying, so yeah.
So yeah, like you said, tu es un étudiant. Mais let's talk a bit about entrepreneurship. Je me disais que maybe you two are involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just started
You just started. and
my own business.
Hult Prize, people encourage man du monde créer pro business, create innovative solutions. Mais qu'est-ce que tu as à dire à man young people who want to get into this world, qui ont actually fait l'impact? Any tips, advices? Parce que je me connais, il est bien difficile que nous avons la motivation, non? Mais vu que tu es un monde qui peut faire et que tu es bien impliqué, bien discipliné, I think any advice tu peux dire?
Dans l'économie que nous pouvons vivre là, in this particular economy, I think it's very important for almost all of us, if we have the capacity to do it, to start a small business. Et que moi, mon budget it was not something qui me plan. I got engaged very recently et que je prends un bon plateau. I really love cooking and doing setups.
Yeah, je trouve que tu as recipes and stuff. Je suis un fan d'écoute, mais ok. Yes, nice.
So I love setting up, I love hosting. Donc, je suis acheté un bon plateau, comment dire, je suis acheté un bon plateau. And ça, mon plateau-là, comme je trouvais que comme fiançailles fini, libéré de ça même. Mais qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec lui? So the business idea, you see the entrepreneurship spirit came out instantly. Que je me trouve des affaires, puis assiser là-bas, puis rester là-bas. So what can I do to make it profitable for me? So this is when I started renting those trays and the stands.
Okay.
And it started out very, very small. Commencé à faire the whole set, c'était un package de 1000 roupies. Et je me dis, papa, why not? Comment je vais mettre le TikTok et faire une page.
So you did your own promotion, you became your own social media manager, content creator.
Mon papa qui aide moi, you know, surtout quand comment dire, un plateau là, je devrais retourner sale, mon papa peut laver. You know, that was, comment dire, il y a un travail divisé.
So you create a whole system at home,
the whole system, yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it grew very quickly by the grace of God. It grew very quickly et comme je pensais que, comment dire, c'est très important, even though, comment dire, il n'y a pas une affaire qui nous peut faire un million, it's not like that. Il est important aussi, comment dire, les élèves, les youngsters, they know that pas vraiment quand tu peux créer un business, tu peux gagner un million directement. Sometimes it does not happen.
Yeah.
But
this is the dream of it.
Yes.
Ça arrivé.
Exactement.
Mais let's talk about the reality.
Yeah, but the small amount of money that you're getting is not small. You are trying to do something for yourself.
Does it make a difference for you?
It does. It does. Et pour moi, c'est un argent qui me met à part. Because I have other dreams to achieve.
Plans,
so c'est un argent pas touché ça. You see, it's another account, another thing. Et me connais que, comment dire, quelque part, si demain arrive quelque chose, I have that fun.
That fun to like.
Yes, to resort to, if ever something happens.
So I think this is something really great to see.
Yeah.
beaucoup moins du monde de nos jours, moi, Simone, I would consider myself a young entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Maintenant, ça ferait que quand ça fait arriver, mais non, tu n'as pas pensé, mais est-ce qu'il est capable d'arriver, en fait? Est-ce qu'il will it happen?
Yeah.
Je pensais, toi, c'est une affaire que, est-ce que du monde m'intéresse? Est-ce qu'il peut du monde pas actually contacter moi? Mais actually, when it does happen, que tu trouves un message à rentrer,
Exactly.
you see like the likes,
Yes.
then this is why we should encourage people to be young entrepreneurs.
Parce que business is a risk.
It's a risk, yeah.
Yeah, nous pas connaître qui va arriver et il va marcher comment il va pas marcher aussi. But the thing which matters is that we give it a try. Et surtout, comment dire, pour moi, initially, il pas un grand investissement. As I'm telling you, comment dire, moi je dis ça, et là,
since you already bought by
yeah, mais il pourrait cela, qui me faire ça, un côté, comment dire, un second service, so it was like brand new. If I could say it like that.
Exactement.
Exactement. So I just found an opportunity là-dedans.
So I think this is like why we're doing the Hult prize. Is it like Martinja, you found something qui t'es pas spécial,
yes,
but like you had a spark, an idea, and
yeah,
you made it into a profitable venture.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's very important qu'il y ait une quisseuse pour nous. Là, pour nous-mêmes, parce que I mean it's good nous besoin travailler comme nous disons créole, travailler en bas du monde, mais having something for us, ça hit different. It's for me, pour moi, comme je dis, ça sense of satisfaction qui me gagne. At least one client that I get is a great sense of accomplishment.
Especially like when they're like, oh, you helped me so much, like,
yeah,
like you feel like, oh, I did something great for them.
Yes. Et ça, comme je dis, il donne toi, comme je dis, un boost to do better. And pour moi, comme je dis, il y a une source de motivation, and I have been investing. Once, comme je dis, ça package mille commence ça, continue investment. So, it's working by the grace of God. But moi, je peux advise les élèves to do something, even if it's small. You start small, but you never know.
Never know where you might end.
Exactly.
Okay, so you talk about your academic pathway, you talk about you talk about your leadership skills. But now let's get into a little bit more like, c'est pas polémique, mais you're also interested in politics, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could say it like this, but définitivement, it's not politique in a different definition. So if we are talking about Maurice politique, this is something else. And for me, it's the politics that have been wrongly defined, pour moi. Mais because politique that is doing it the right way, very diplomatically, with respect to the opponents, the way that we did it during our elections.
Exactly. So
yeah.
Since when you mentioned it up, you can talk about how did the election go?
I mean, I was elected unopposed, so I did not have any opponent at that time. Mais seulement, l'équipe, en guillemets, enfin, chacun qui est indépendant, si mes mots pas fait défaut, chacun qui est indépendant, there was not really, comment dire, comment vous dire, une party, but it's sous-entendu that we were a team, right?
Okay.
So, of course, comment dire, moi, mon team, comment dire, ben opponents, but I saw them the way they did not make the thing dirty, and the way they carried that, comme si the campaign very nicely. Et pour moi, c'était something that even qui me elected unopposed, I would have done something like this.
So like
to do it very clean campaign.
Clean team spirit.
Yes.
Even though you were opponents on paper, you still maintain a good relationship.
Yes.
Wow.
And I want to tell you que comment dire, pour arriver à l'époque, comment dire, nous pas profil qui est la poil plus devant qu'il l'autre, et ça n'a pas gagné un peu plus popularité qu'il l'autre, because on campus it's all about popularité, how famous you are.
The more famous you are, the more good you are.
Exactly. But me content que comment dire, ça l'époque qui nous fait the campaign, it was mostly about combien event nous fait. Et how present were we on campus in terms of events, in terms of organization, and not in terms of I'll check with you, you know.
So the impact you left on the campus.
Exactly. So it was about the impact more than people knowing you for example, being an beau parleur or something like that. So,
okay. So yeah, it's very interesting. Et regarde aussi, comment dire, comment tu fais pour manage being elected, being a student? So how did you do it? Like, I'm really still thinking about it. Comment dire, it takes more than like determination. Genre, I'm sure tu as stress examen ou les deux, tu as stress. Vite là-bas, tu peux pas envoyer un email. Mais
it takes love.
It takes love for the
I
job
would
thing
say
you're doing.
it takes love. Parce que once nous comptons pour faire des affaires, I think it comes very naturally. Pour moi, les pas des affaires qui me peuvent forcer, me peuvent faire counsel, ou me peuvent the way comment dire, moi je peux handle it was with love all the way. Et quand comment dire, nous handle something very comment dire with at heart, we don't find it very difficult. Et que things
the
come
passion
easy.
and the purpose, like,
yes,
fills
the
the void.
passion, etc. Yeah.
So wow. As you said, the party of the election, you got elected. But who says election says controversies. But I want to ask something a bit personal. What are the misconceptions that people in Ghana call you got elected as a woman? So a woman in a leading role. Were there any like backlash or like people saying things? So how did you deal with that?
Yeah, I'm not going to play the woman card in terms yeah, I faced a lot. I was in look down on me. No. It was partially true in some sense, which Kim will explain later. But let me talk about the positive things first. I got a lot of support from the girls on campus. They were very supportive, and this is what I love, girls supporting hardworking girls. And Messimo ina povinlo, the real controversies was Monsieur Anjimun qui tout le temps comment dire speak up and voice out. And this was not very welcome when it comes to administration. I'm going to say it parce que typically controversies, this is going to bring the controversy here. Mais je pense que l'important de connaître que being council representative was not easy. It's not an easy task for any of the ones who got elected as council. But as a woman, it was more difficult.
Even harder for you.
Yes, even harder. Why? Parce que quand you speak up, sometimes I got the feeling that I was not being listened to. So,
like people just listen and brush it off.
Yeah. Moi, je gagne ça l'impression que comment dire, yes, moi peux envoyer un mail, Shaistah a envoyé un mail, but moi je peux envoyer beaucoup de mails, and the mail was very, very comment dire,
Straight to the
point, and very comment dire, I'm not letting things go. So, quand moi je peux envoyer ce mail là, most of the time,
You were just getting ignored.
no reply. I had to follow up.
Many
had
times?
to go back many times. Most of the time, I must say. Mais ça c'était quelque chose qui peut-être comme une ronde de politique. When I was the council representative, the perception that yes, I will be able to do a lot of things for the students. Je suis capable d'arranger des affaires, you know.
Yeah,
But comme une vine de la position là, I realized how hard it is. Parce que pour moi, c'était un constant fight. Comment dire, moi je fais bien la guerre pour faire mon voice.
C'est pas easy comment je me pensais comment de pouvoir te capter.
No.
So it's a struggle, it's a battle.
It is a struggle.
Like you need to be resilient, strong,
yes,
determined.
and it is a constant one for me at least. Parce que moi je fais bien chaque fois. Vu que comment dire, moi pas du monde qui je peux abide. I was someone qui comment dire, je fais tout le temps.
Ouais, mais expect to faire, tu peux faire.
I'm not.
You were the one who like put up a good fight.
Stand up against the system, and this is what made it most difficult. Standing up against the system for one, and secondly, standing up against the system as a woman.
So, two hard battles at the same time.
Yeah. Not being heard, sometimes getting really, sidelined, not listening to me. Juste dire comme ça, ok, oui, pour faire ça.
No
Jamais
results,
ça fait faire. But this is something I must say, qui, moi, j'ai beaucoup de plans. I even did a Google form to ask students what they want on campus. But I had so many plans, but nothing went as planned. I did what was in my capacity to be done. Mais beaucoup là-dedans, comment dire, David in vain because I was not being heard. And most of my emails, tu parles des
And you can't force yourself too much.
could not. I
But
could
you did
not.
what you could, and
Yes.
I think many people know you
And I
left
have
an
the
impact.
reputation of being, comment dire, surtout dans l'administration, they know me and they know that I am the hard one.
C'est me penser te know comme attendre, aïe, encore lit,
Oui, encore lit.
ouais.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it's like this parce que chaque fois comme je peux rentrer dans l'administration là-bas,
I told you, c'est bad.
you see the change in their facial expressions. But I'm happy because I was selected, if I could say, even if I was unopposed. Moi, je suis content qu'ils me fassent mes efforts là quand je sais qu'ils me besoin. So many people qui si je parle unopposed, maybe they would have been laid back, very laid back, et je pas pour faire la quantité des efforts. Mais pour moi, c'était une question de confiance que les élèves mettent dans moi. So every time, for me, it was like this: every time je vais à la cafétéria, I don't want people to say, "Ah, Yogi, ça n'allait pas, je peux faire non avec Aspers."
Yeah.
This is the reputation. I prefer to be in the bad books of the administration than being in the bad books of students.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the administration knows that, oh, she's the one who's
Yeah,
fighting constantly, but student knows that you are fighting.
Yes.
So I think this is like the message that is good. As you can see, you didn't give up, you still did everything you could, even though il n'y a pas idéalement, il n'y a pas le
Yes.
tout à fait arrivé,
Yes.
c'est que tu planes. Mais the fact que tu peux dire que tu fight and you connect to fairly,
Yes.
this is like something very admirable que many students
very
and future entrepreneurs, huh? Like the fighting spirit, especially as a women, young women which are looking up to you. You have a new role model here. So before we end things, I just wanted to give the floor to you, if it, any final message you wanna give to like young entrepreneurs, women,
Yeah.
or anyone here on campus who
Yeah.
something you really want the world to know?
Yeah, I would definitely have a message, and me penser dans mon Facebook, ça quoi qu'on poste, I always say the same thing. Pour moi, si une envie arrive n'importe que ça dans la vie, even if today the ones watching me, they don't find me as a role model, or they find someone else as a role model, you can't get to that level if you are not satisfied with yourself. So for moi, having a role model is very good, but you need to know your own path, and the competition is not with anybody else. This is avec toi. Donc, the first thing I would say is always be happy for other people. For me, it always works because I find that surtout, comment dire, comme je peux réussir faire une affaire, I would always share with my peers. So always be happy for other people, always clap for others, because when you move with a clean heart, the doors always open. So this is the final message that I have to give.
We move with a clean heart.
Yes.
This is a very powerful message. Comment on connaît now in a world where people are competitive with each other, like ça n'a pas avancé, mon pas avancé, mon vivre pareil comme Ali, but like you said, the battle is with yourself first.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. Si comme nous peut trouver un nouveau voisin réussir à atteindre le tour, you want to do it you also, mais seulement la grain de envie. We must not, comment dire, quand nous peut guetter, nous besoin d'aller in a way qui nous peut content pour lui. We want to do the same. But not in a way qui
moi besoin pareil comme Ali moi aussi.
No. So yeah. I think for me this is what made me who I am today. It's being humble, it's being always down to earth, and as I said, many persons do not think that I am approachable. Beaucoup de monde viennent dire moi, je pensais te grand noir, je pensais te pas content que c'est, but it's not like that. You should keep your standards set. You should keep your standards. You should always aim high. Mais that doesn't mean that when you will fly, tu as besoin tout le temps, comment dire, rester là and never forget your roots.
Pas oublier que tu start from.
Exactement. Yeah.
So I think this was a really beautiful conversation.
Thank you very much.
I love the fact que tu es venu, tu prends le temps. You made the time to come here on set and have this amazing episode.
I must thank you for giving me the opportunity. Et que pour moi, si au moins 1% de ceux qui me disent réussi inspire people or make a difference, for me it's something big. Yeah.
So before we end, I just want to say a last thank you to the Hult Prize team behind the scenes, everyone who actually made this possible, who contacted you, who invited you, and like she said a lot of things, but I hope you guys watch it with like an open perspective. Now you know what happens behind the scenes at uni, a little bit about being a woman, leadership roles. Anyone can like learn from this, and I sure learned a lot today.
Thank you.
And yeah, I wanted to thank you once again for being here on set. And I think we can end the podcast now.
Thank you. It was a
that's
pleasure.
Great. Thank you once again.